There was an old building in which Vaidyaji lived. In the back portion, he used to stay, and in the front portion, he had opened a clinic. It was morning time, and Vaidyaji's wife, Malti, was, like every day, making a list of essential items for the ration. Vaidyaji, here is today's list. Flour, lentils, rice, and the vegetables are also running out.
All right, Malti. Prabhu must have already settled today's account.
For our daughter's wedding, we'll have to think about some extra expenses too.
Malti, don't worry. Prabhu will do everything that needs to be done. Just keep faith.
Every morning, Vaidyaji began his day by remembering the Lord. He believed that everything in this world happens only by God's will. Vaidyaji would sit on the cushion and first take the name of God, then open the list. He would look at the prices of the items written by Malti and then calculate the total.
O Prabhu, only by your command, leaving behind your devotion, I've gotten entangled here in worldly affairs.
Vaidyaji never asked for a fee from any patient with his own mouth. Some would give, some would not. Just then, a patient arrives and after taking the medicine, hands over money.
Come, Ramdeen. Now how is your wife's health?
Yes, Kaka. Now she is much better than before. It's all your grace.
Oh, not mine. It's all Prabhu's miracle. I am just a mere instrument.
Kaka, people like you are hardly found anymore. Please, take your fees.
Oh, what was the hurry for this?
Kaka, you always help in times of need. And then, for the past 2 times, I couldn't even pay you.
Thank you, brother. May God protect you. Well, today's need is now fulfilled.
One day, Vaidyaji opened the clinic. Remembering God, he opened the list of essential items to calculate the day's expenses. But as soon as he looked at the letter, he kept staring at it without blinking.
Daughter's wedding is on the 20th. List of dowry items.
For a moment, his mind drifted. He saw stars flickering in front of his eyes.
O Prabhu, how will this happen? This task is also yours.
But in the very next moment, he began to write in front of the dowry items.
This task belongs to God. Let Him handle it.
Vaidyaji surrendered his worries to God, and after attending to a few patients, a poor farmer walked into Vaidyaji's clinic.
Vaidji, I need medicine. I've been unwell for a few days.
Brother, take this medicine. Take it 3 times a day.
Here is your fee, Vedji.
No, brother. Today's account is already settled.
But Vedji, how is that possible?
This clinic belongs to God. I am merely His servant.
1 or 2 patients had come. Vaidyaji was giving them medicine. Just then, a big car came and stopped in front of his clinic. Vaidyaji didn't pay much attention because many car owners kept coming to him.
Vaidyaji, Namaste.
Come in, sir. If you want to take medicine for yourself, then please come over to this stool so that I can check your pulse.
Vaidji, don't you recognize me? My name is Anand Sagar.
Vaidyaji looked towards him in such a way, as if he was trying to recognize him.
How could you even recognize me? Because I've come to your clinic after 15 to 16 years.
Forgive me, sir. I'm not able to remember anything at all.
I'll tell you about our last meeting. You'll remember everything.
This incident is from 15 years ago. Heavy rain is pouring. Just then, Anand Sagar's car stops near Vaidyaji's clinic.
Oh no. What just happened? Why isn't this car starting? And this rain too. Now where do I go?
He looks around and sees Vaidyaji's clinic.
Come in, brother. The rain is very heavy. Come inside. Sit on the chair.
Thank you. Looks like I'll have to sit here until the rain stops.
No problem. It's God's will. Seems like this moment is special for you.
Anand Sagar and Vaidyaji are talking. The rain is pouring heavily outside.
Vaidji, I live in England. It's been 5 years since my marriage, but we haven't been blessed with a child yet. We tried treatment here too and there too, but all in vain.
Brother, giving or not giving a child is in God's hands.
Vaidyaji kept talking and at the same time kept preparing the medicine packets. He divided all the medicine into 2 parts and placed them in 2 separate envelopes.
This envelope is for you. The other one is for your wife. You both have to take it in the morning and evening with cow's milk.
Vaidji, I have lost all hope. Now what will this even do?
Brother, remember that in God's treasury, there is no shortage of anything. desire children, wealth, respect, happiness, sorrow, life, death. Everything is in his hands.
Now, trusting you, I'll try this as well.
Anand Sagar reluctantly took the medicine because he just wanted to give some money to Vedji. The rain was still continuing. Just then, Vedji's younger daughter entered the room.
Baba, how long will you sit here? Come, eat your food. I'm hungry.
Daughter, wait a little. This gentleman is our guest. Once the rain stops, then we will go.
But Baba,
Vedji, I've been sitting here for quite a while. I'm becoming a hindrance to your work. Please tell me the price of the medicine.
Anand Sagar tries to give money for the medicine.
I can't take money from you.
Vedji, I didn't understand what you meant. I just want to give you the money.
Today's account is closed. I can't take more money now.
What do you mean by that? Account closed?
Just then, another patient arrives and says,
Sahab, account closed means that whatever household expenses Vedji asked from God for today have been fulfilled. Now he won't take any more money.
This man is not ordinary. He is a great soul.
in the present, Anand Sagar gives good news to Vedji.
Vedji, the medicine and blessings you gave us completely changed our whole world. A few months later, my wife gave birth to a beautiful son. And today, 2 flowers are blooming in my home.
It's all the grace of God.
I have no words to thank you.
Every morning and every evening, offer gratitude to the Lord. We are merely puppets in His hands.
For so many years, business never gave me time to come in person and say even 2 words of thanks to you.
This is God's blessing. His work is beyond our understanding.
After so many years, I've come to India today. My niece's wedding is to take place on the 21st of this month.
I give blessings and wish for the girl's bright future.
Vedji, I don't know why, but whenever I bought something for my niece's Bhat ceremony, that little daughter of yours would appear before my eyes. And every single item, I ended up buying in double.
Her marriage too is fixed for the 20th.
I knew you're thinking that perhaps you wouldn't take that stuff. But I kept feeling that the face which kept appearing before me, along with my own real niece, she too is my niece. I felt that in this niece's wedding too, God has given me the responsibility to perform the Bhat Bharan ritual.
Vedji's eyes remained wide open in astonishment. He spoke in a very soft voice.
Anand Sagar ji, this is God's miracle. Please look at this letter written by my wife.
Everyone was surprised to see that next to dowry items was written, "This task belongs to the God, let him handle it."
Anand Sagar ji, believe me, Never till today has it ever happened that my wife wrote a need on the list and God didn't arrange for it that very same day.
Hearing your words, it feels like God already knows what your wife is going to write on which day. Otherwise, He wouldn't have made me start buying the items so many days in advance. Wah, Bhagwan, Wah. You are great. You are merciful. I am amazed at how He reveals His ways.
Be grateful to Prabhu every day, no matter what. God is always with us.
In this way, Vaidyaji's unwavering faith in God and his spirit of service not only transformed his own family, but also changed the lives of others. And in this way, this story of God's divine play and Vaidyaji's spirit of service settled into our hearts forever.